Hi guys, it's Sarah, the Northwood Stitcher here, saying hello after a great retreat that I went to. It is Sunday right now. I'm going to try to edit this and post it for tomorrow because I've been posting videos on Mondays. The Stitch retreat was yesterday, which was Saturday, and it was in Hallowell, Massachusetts. I almost said Massachusetts. Hallowell, Maine. I'm overtired. It was Stitch Maine 2023. It was a lot of fun. It was a day of stitching from 9 till 5. Could have been 9 to 9, would have been great. It was packed full of people. We had 2 vendors there, the Crafty Grimalkin, and we had the Daily Stitcher, and it was fantastic. Shopping, door prizes, little gifts for everybody, a goodie bag. We had a great time at the raffle. I actually won 2 things, which was pretty amazing. And I have quite a bit of shopping to show you guys. But before I get started on that, because I'm absolutely wired for sound still, I wanted to show you guys, when I was up at camp in Machias, I went to a old used furniture store. They had like a kitchen area with smaller things for sale. I dug through their box of frames and I found some fantastic frames. These are, I guess, antiques, you could call them, because I think they're Art Deco era, but they swivel. They're meant to stand on your dresser or tabletop. They have a really nice patina. I need to wash them and see what kind of condition they're actually in. I think this one's pretty good. This is a 5x7. It was $1. Couldn't believe it. Then I have this one, which is an 8x10, and it has this wonderful detail. Now the colors are not what I need. I think I'll clean them up a little bit. This was $1 as well. They swivel okay on their hinges. The back has something that was obviously ripped out very poorly, so I'll sand the edges a bit. I may paint these over with whatever color I decide to put in them. I think this one's going to be a Halloween one because after I paint it, I can brush on with a dry brush this type of silver accent again to make these highlighted pieces, an ornate detail pop again. This one has a little chunk missing out of the corner, but I think I can fix that. Even if I can't, I'm not heartbroken because it's such a cool piece. So what a find. What a find. I was so thrilled with it. I got a couple of other things, like a really cool book and a pottery dish and a couple of other things. I think I've already squirreled those things away because I don't see them within grasp here. And also the other thing that's happened since I've spoken with you was the Amazon shopping days, and I got something on my list that I've been after for a while. This is really cute. This is done by Fred. It's a company that makes a lot of really cool stuff. But this is a little desktop affirmation sampler thing. And when you open it up, you have a very thick box frame. I brought this to the retreat yesterday, so some people got to see it. And all these little cards in here are interchangeable and two-sided. So they all have little different sayings. They're very simple stitches, so you can copy these quite easily or transfer them onto different Adas or linens if you wanted to. I think this is really a fun thing to get. It's a fun thing for a desktop, but it's also just, I don't have a work desktop anymore, but it's just a fun thing to have to change around and get your daily little sampler fix. I want to tell you how many, there are 32 phrases in here. What a great gift for somebody who has a cubicle or a desk. Really great. It was under $20. Keep your eyes open. If it's over $20, you can wait for it to come down in price and snatch a couple of them. Shopping. Yes, I had no business doing it, but I did shop. I had a great time picking out a lot of things, but I think I was very controlled. I met so many wonderful people. A lot of people I met said you watched me, which is really cool. So, hi everyone. I thought it was so amazing. This first little cross stitch that I picked up was Annie B's Folk Art, and it's called Bloomin' Bunnies Trio. Isn't that sweet? Love those little bunnies. But that's Annie B's, B-E-E-Z, Folk Art. And if you go to thedailystitcher.com, she may still have some of these for sale. You should check it out. And I want to say again, thanks to Penny and Helen for making yesterday so special, and everybody involved. It was really great to get motivated and see all the beautiful stitch and everybody's wonderful tools and toys that they brought. I mean, it was lights to my right, magnifiers to my left, and it was so cool. The other thing I picked up was by Lila's Studio, called Seasons Blessings. I'm partial to birds. I'm pretty sure I would call that a starling, but I love how they did the wing detail and the tail feathers. Can't wait to stitch these. I think I'll probably do a tiny count fabric. The total stitch count on the top one is 63 by 71. So that would be really cute as an ornament, especially if I stitch it teeny tiny. What I'm about to show you is all from Penny's Table. Then I got Waxing Moon Designs. Love, sweet love. Aren't those sweet? And it does look like there are a couple of floral or flower buttons, which I might have in my stash. If not, I'll just stitch a little flower there, but I think those are really cute. Those would be great for my Valentine tree and collection. There was also some fabric available, and I picked up this really great red and black buffalo check type fabric, which I thought would be great for the back of some pillows or ornaments that I might do, but also really good for chicken scratch. I don't know if you guys know about chicken scratch stitching, but it's really cool to look it up. And they use gingham and other squared off fabrics for stitching within the squares. And all I know is that it's called chicken scratch. I wish I could give you the history on it, but I've seen it a few times. I've started to play around with one. I should find it somewhere in this mess. And it's a lot of fun. So I might do a little chicken scratch on that. Let me see if I can make a pile here. I picked up some 36 count vintage country mocha, which is great for almost anything. I picked up some Antique Market 18 count. I don't think the camera does it justice. It's got almost like a little rose hue to it. So it's blushing. It's a perfect background color. And then this is my favorite, a 28 count vellum Lugana. Love the marbled look in there. That's really going to be great. I also picked up, there were little packages of 2003 and 2004 charms. Hopefully that'll keep me honest to finish something, finish stitching something, and then finish it and put my little year on it. I picked up 3 Prairie Scholars, book number 90, which was spring and fall. I might just do the picture without the month under it, but I'm really partial to that squirrel, cat, and turkey right now. So those will probably be the first ones I do. So that's spring and fall, number 90. Then I got book number 199. This is the night before Christmas. Great little ornaments. That might even fit in the frame. Maybe. And then book 164, which is just October. Look at those crows. I love crows. So it says, fresh October brings the pheasants, then to gather nuts is pleasant. These are my nuts. I gathered them yesterday. I'm wearing a sweatshirt again today because it's pouring rain today. We had the AC on, left the house, went to get ice cream because it's National Ice Cream Day. That's what you do. Not a soul was there, but I got drenched just going from the car to the stand. And I got a bone chill. I picked up a issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. This was also from the Daily Stitcher Penny's Table 2003 summer issue. I've already tabbed it. Maybe I can commit to doing all of them. But look at that pillow. I love that. What a great color. I'm now motivated to do some hand-dyed fabrics too. Our exchange student, my daughter, is leaving this week, and I'm in denial and trying not to think about it because I know I'm just gonna be completely broken and devastated. So I'm actually writing down all these little projects of things that I want to do to keep busy so I'm not too heartbroken. I'm very excited for her. I'm excited for her family to see her again after a year, but it is very difficult to imagine life without her. So hopefully I will keep busy, and hopefully I'll be staying on track and making another video for you. I also got to do a bucket dive while I was at the retreat. There was a big bucket full of Krynics. They were 5 for $1. Who can resist? I don't know how many I bought. I have to show you. Pause it. This is how many containers I have already. I have to fit these in here somehow. Maybe I'll just stitch with them completely. Perhaps I forgot how many I had in the heat of the moment. I don't know. Very exciting. The other exciting thing that happened was I have a friend who catches a ferry to come over to the mainland, and she couldn't catch a ferry to get back unless she left the retreat early. So she got to stay over, and we stayed up really late, and we stitched. And it was so exciting because I haven't had somebody over in so long. So sorry I kept you up late, Tina, but I hope you come back. I was working on last night, and during the retreat, I did stitch, but I probably only got 8 stitches in. I did mostly visiting, talking, socializing, looking through my magazines, deciding on what else to buy. But I was working on Rhythm of the Needle, which is a free chart by Colorado Cross Stitcher. And if you go to coloradocrossstitcher.com, you can probably still download this little pattern. Can't show the pattern, so I'll take that off. It's a little crooked right now on my frame, but that's the stitch. It's so sweet. I'm gonna make a little pillow and probably do some type of fall-like color around the edge of this little pillow. It's a little too big for an ornament, so I might just make it a doorknob hanging decor thing. I'm excited about it because I probably have 3 more minutes of stitching and I'll be done. And I can hang my 2023 charm on it. If I stay focused. Raffle. I won 2 things at the raffle. I was so excited. I got a piece of Bestitch Me fabric. It's a 36 count linen called Scotsman, and it's lovely. It's a really pretty blue. It's huge. 18 by 27. Such a treat to have this. What to stitch? I'll have to pick out something special for that. Then I won a Zweigart 18 count 1 yard package of the gridded, a yard. I'm so excited because I have a lot of Hades, full coverage, and I haven't the motivation to start one lately. So hopefully this will actually help me start the chart that is of my cat Ellie. It looks just like it's a Maine Coon cat sitting in the sun on a porch with a little toy nearby. And I would really like to use this to start that up. So I almost feel like I should put a note on it so I don't forget in case I really get heartbroken next week and I'm not thinking straight, but I hope to remember that. This video will help me remember. I'll look back on it. So that was amazing. Then I was so excited. I went to the Crafty Grimelkin and she had lots and lots and lots of project bags. She had floss cards and stickers, and I have a huge Ziploc full of her stickers because I bought many quite often when I go shopping. But I bought 2 project bags and I'm so thrilled with these. The only problem is they're so pretty. I think I just want to carry them around and not put anything in them. I don't want to crease them. This is a Halloween one with a little kitty charm. And I love the colors. Isn't that fantastic? So I'll definitely put some of my Halloween ornaments in there. It'll get creased, but I'll be gentle. And then I found a blueberry, and complete with a blueberry charm. Why is that not lying down properly for me? There we go. Isn't that sweet? And look at the back. It's wonderful. I wanted to buy one of each, but I had to have some composure. It was so good to see her too, because I haven't seen her in forever. Very exciting stuff. And then, remember I showed you guys my little pie plates because I was going to do the little pies in here that were in the latest issue of Just Cross Stitch. Hi, Ken. Ken made one and gave it as a smalls exchange. And a friend of mine won it, showed it to me. And it turns out he's made a bunch, changed out the color, and now he's doing blueberry pie as well. They are so amazing in real life. I can't wait to do one. So I have these pies, and now I have a little more confidence to do blueberry and cherry pies. And they were just wonderful in real life. I can't wait to do one. I think I'll probably make 2 for me, and then the rest I'll gift. We had a goodie bag. I'm going to try to remember what was in my goodie bag, because I put a whole bunch of stuff into this bag that other people were playing Santa too and going around and giving out little presents to everybody. It was truly overwhelming. In our door bag or goodie bag, we got something called a thread hopper. This is fantastic for counting the distance between spaces on your fabric. So these 2 needles are connected. You can get these, I think, on 123stitch.com, my big toe designs. I'd like to try to make one of these, but I'm so happy to have one. It's really cute. The little string is twisted, like just a twisted cording, but I think it looks to me like it might just be regular floss that was twisted to make these. So I'm going to get on that and see what I can do to figure out how to make those. We also got a chart that Alice, no, not Alice. What was her name? She had a really pretty name. Adina kitted up for, or charted up for us. And it's an antique sampler by Alice Freeborn Barnyard, who stitched this in 1836. I can't show you the chart, but I can show you what the alphabet sampler looks like and what she wrote at the bottom. She wrote, wrought by Alice Freeborn Barnard. New Bedford on November 26, 1836, aged 6 years. 6 years. So I have a chart with 5 different colors, and I'm going to pull the colors and match up a fabric. And I don't know if I'll use her name. I think I'll put my name down, and I might put down something about Stitch Maine, because that'll help me remember where I got this pattern from. So that was sweet to get in the bag. Got a little mini nail file. One of my biggest fears is showing up to a treat and not having something that I need. So I'm always packing things like chapstick, gum, nail file. You don't want to break a nail at a retreat and not have a way to fix it. But isn't that cute? Then by the Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. Is that the name of the company? Yep. Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. This is called Stitcher's Retreat House. And you see the little pole with a sign, Retreat House, where friendships are formed with needle and thread. And I love that they put the buttons on the frame. I hope they glued the buttons on the frame. I'm going to do that. I love doing stuff like that. That's really cute. And then the other free pattern that was in the bag was the Statehood Splendor series, the Little Maine. You can get every state. I've always wanted the Maine one. I just haven't purchased it. So this is this is such fun to have. So I'm really excited about that. It's tiny. Let's see, what did they stitch it on? It's only a 50 by 50. What does it say? Oh, they stitched this on 36 count. And they did 1 strand over 2. And it's only a 3.5 by 4 inch square. So it's a teeny one. It's cute. I can make a bunch of those to keep and to gift. What else was in that bag? I'm worried something got misplaced. I know this was in the bag, and I was like, ooh, eyeliner or mascara. Better than that. It's a daily stitcher pen with a stylus on the end. So Penny has a pen, and I'm going to make her a country western song regarding that. I thought that was so cool. I'll have to put that with my new diary. Oh, and she has a really great spiral bound stitching diary that will keep track of all your projects with very clearly defined little boxes, places for notes, any changes you made, the date you started, the date you finished. It's precious. It's wonderful. I haven't picked one up yet because I still have one that I'm using, but this design that she came up with really works for a stitcher. It's not covered in stickers. You can if you want, but it has just very clearly defined pages of this is what it is, this is when it was done. Absolute genius. I love it. And if you go to her website, you should be able to get those. It's a little red book, spiral bound, and it's got her little motif with a little stitching. Also, oh, Karen was walking around with a basket full of fabric. Isn't that cute? Look at the little flowers. I thought this was great for even that little sampler pillow that I showed you on the cover of the magazine. But I love tiny little motif things. This is going to be perfect for some of the little ornaments that I do. It was a great thought. And then she also gifted me, this is so cool. I don't sew, but she is a quilter. And she was upset by the threads, so I'll snip off the little threads. She made these with a 2023 charm on it. It's a double scissor holder or what have you holder. I mean, I would probably put my scissors here, and then I'll put some of my counting needles or knit picks, or maybe even my tweezers. So I'm always carrying tweezers. Oh, and a friend sitting next to me, Tina, had a brilliant idea. She went to Walmart and got a dental pick. So it's hooked, you know, like the ones they torture you with. It's one of the best adapted tools for pulling out a thread. And it's very gentle because it's so thin. You can pull it, pull it, pull it. It's on probably a 4-inch arm or pen length. And genius. I gotta go to Walmart now and get one. I could put that in there too. And then Jenny Williams in Bangor, she gave a bag of all kinds of goodies. There was chocolate in here. I ate it. It was Reese's Pieces peanut butter cup and a Hershey's bar. This little foam spongy thing is perfect for getting cat hair, dog hair, any hair off your stitch. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. This is brilliant. I tested it yesterday on something that had cat hair on it, and I was able to even clean it. So I was really excited about it. I'll have to put this into my toolbox. She also had these really cool ginger chews, which I absolutely love. Might have to have one now. What else was in there? A mini, teeny tiny needle minder. Come on, come on, come on. Look how tiny that is. It's a little bit bigger than a pencil eraser. And I can't tell you how many times I've needed something that small when I'm doing a tiny little 6x6 like the one I just showed you. A little 6x6. And I need a little needle minder. I love it. Absolutely brilliant. And I can never have enough needle minders. I really need this candy now. I had a lot of coffee this morning because I was up late. Friday I was out and about too. I drove my daughter over to North Conway, New Hampshire. Had a great time. Shopped until our feet hurt and then drove home. And I still had to pack for the retreat. I was exhausted. And it was so worth it. What else is in there? Ah, God, I love ginger chews. Carol, and I want to say Smulligan. Her handwriting's beautiful, but I'm not quite sure. I don't want to butcher her last name. She gifted everybody little needle minders that are miniature pin cushions. You can see a little magnet on the back, which is perfect. Oh, quite strong. This is a plastic bottle top. Look at that with a little cording around it. Cutest thing in the world. I have to find I would just stick it in as a pin cushion. But she put 3 little pins in it. I just love it. And it's purple. And I don't think I've confessed to you guys, but I have this habit of taking off all the caps to the milk jugs because I can recycle the milk jug, but I can't recycle the cap. It's not a plastic that our dump takes. So I have bags and bags of these milk caps. Carol, if you see this video, is it Smulligan? You want some caps? Because I want to see you make more of these. I know I've saved them for a reason. And it must be because you're making things out of them. It's brilliant. I've always wanted these. Ken made a bunch and passed them out at the retreat. These are library cards to put on the back of your frames. Brilliant. They're all different. Oh, don't drop any, Sarah. With extra cards, 5 of them. I'm so excited to try these out. How thoughtful. They've got a little sticky back adhesive, so you peel that off, stick it on the back of your frame, fill out your little card. Brilliant. What fun. So those are going to be kept in a very safe place so they don't get lost in my chaos. And somebody else gave out something similar. I don't remember her name. She was from Sandwich. Hi. Leave me a comment. These are gorgeous. Look at that little paper clip. And there's, I think, 5 or 6 in here. But look at that. Fabric thread, name of the project, start date, finish date, any substitutions, notes. Isn't it pretty? People are so thoughtful and so talented. So much stuff. I have to go to vintageneedlearts.com to thank somebody for this one. It's a bottle cap. I love it. I can never have enough needle minders. This is so cool. It's so pretty. And then this one as well. I have to take this out. I don't think it'll show up. The detail on this. It's a little mandala. Can you see that? Some of my favorite colors. Blues, greens, yellows, and purples. It's striking. I think I'll use that one when I do my black works, because that's just really, really cool. Ooh! I got some great counting needles from my friend Joanna. She made these. A baby spool. She actually put all the thread around it. And then this glass bead, which reminds me of my marbles. Sometimes I lose them. I think that's so cool. I got this little cutie. I don't remember if it was in the door bag or if somebody left it on the table. I absolutely love the color combination. So it's a pearl with almost like, I guess you would call that a lemon pearl, followed by a little gold bead and another little lemon pearl. It's a little shorter than the ones that I've seen, that are 4-inch ones. And this is just perfect for tinier projects. I think it's adorable. And then this is incomplete. My friend next to me who stayed the night, she did a Maine sticker. It's downstairs. And it's a blue outline of the state, and it has a moose and a blueberry and I think a lighthouse. And the sticker's awesome. She made the sticker. And then there's a little floss tag in here and candies. I think there were other candies in here, but I ate them. And then a needle threader that says Stitch Maine 2023, above and beyond. So all the useful things. Well, that caramel looks pretty good. I have to eat that to stay awake. No. And I'll just be chewing in your ear later. What else? Oh, I got a exchange. We exchanged smalls. You were wearing purple, sitting behind me. I'm so bad with names. Comment, please. I love my little stitch. I have to bring it up and show it in the next video. I have it downstairs already on display, so I didn't have it in my pile of things to show because I had to put it up immediately. It's a tiny little house, and there's a fabric background, and then she mounted. It was on black fabric with a white stitch. It's beautiful. I love it. Absolutely love it. I wish we could do a couple of smalls exchanges because I love doing that. So if we had one in the morning and one in the afternoon, I would do it. Maybe we can propose to do that next year. But it was such a treat to get that. It really was. Thank you so much. I had such fun. Oh, if you haven't been to a retreat, please go. It's a wonderful time to get motivated, feel connected. You meet wonderful people. Everybody's in a great mood. I will warn you that it was awfully loud. My ears are ringing. I feel like I've been at a concert because we're all so excited. We're in a room. It was a big room, but we're all blah, blah, blah. It was just a great time. And to walk around and see everybody's gorgeous work, it was jaw-dropping, very inspiring. And you can see just all types of different stitching. Somebody was doing something called Brazilian embroidery. It was gorgeous. It was a hooped up piece of fabric that was like a black fabric with an embossed raised black fabric on top of that. Almost looked like that textured wallpaper. And she was going to apply the Brazilian embroidery on top of that. I was just astounded. It was just like, ooh, wish I'd sat next to her too. Maybe she'll come to my table. I mean, just gorgeous stuff. And then people who brought projects. Helene brought one that was, I don't know, it might be 3.5 feet across by probably 4 feet long. But to see it in real life, Zoom, you can't see it on Zoom. You can't send a photo of it. to hold it and see it in real life was just amazing. Then there was a gorgeous, beautiful Halloween cross stitch that somebody was working on from different issues of Just Cross Stitch, I think. Might have been a different magazine. But I remember seeing this coming across in different issues. They give you a little bit in each issue. And I think it was more than 3/4 done. There might have been just a little corner left. It was huge. It was massive. Somebody put a black light on it, and you could see the effects. It was gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. It was such a treat to spend a day with everybody. There was not enough time to talk to everybody. There was not enough time to get to meet new people. I did get to meet 2 new people, but we didn't get to talk enough. I sat across from Mary, who it was so hard to hear at times. I have to say, what? But I just had a great time. And if I didn't get to talk to you enough, I'm sorry, because I would have liked to. And I hope to see you next year there. I will definitely get some more content going, and we'll talk again. Wish me luck getting through my week. Until then, I wish you a great day, happy stitching, and be safe.